This is the graph y equals to x squared. So you touch at one point, which means when x equals to 0, y equals to 0. When x equals to 0, y equals to 0. That is the thing that you know from this graph. So if I have y equals to x squared minus 4, so you know that the graph will move down and touch at this point. Let's try. When x equals to 0, y equals to 0 minus 4, that is negative 4, and this point is 0, negative 4. Okay, so so from this graph you can have a y-intercept, and then you also have this x-intercept. Okay, these 2 points is when y equals to 0, x squared minus 4 equals to 0, x equals to plus minus 2. You have 2 or negative 2. 2 points here. Okay, so these are called roots, negative 2 and positive 2. Roots, okay, roots are where y equals to 0. That means you can say x squared minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, we are referring to these 2 points. Okay, so this is the basic. When we look at questions like 4x minus 3x squared equals to 1, when we have this, so I want to find the roots, I want to find the solution. Okay, so we are actually looking for 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. We are actually asking y equals to 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 when y equals to 0. That means y equals to 0, this thing equals to 0. So in other words, when I ask you these questions, I am asking you the roots for the quadratic function. Okay, everyone. If you have questions you want me to repeat, please ask. Please type C to continue. R to repeat. Next. To find the roots, okay, we have 4 methods to find the roots. Okay, we have 4 methods. Method number 1 is factorize. Okay, factorize. Method number 2 is completing square. Method number 3 is using formula. And method number 4 is using calculator. Okay, so let's try one question lah. Y equals to 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. Y equals to 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. So I want to factorize to find the root. Okay, the question is solve the following quadratic equation by factorization, by completing square, by using formula, or by using calculator. 4 methods. You should get the same answer. I'll show you all 4 methods. Okay, so 6x squared plus 5x minus 4 equals to 0. Of course, the easiest one is to press calculator. right or not? The easiest way is to press calculator. Mode 5 EQN, quadratic is number 3, A is 6, B is 5, C is -4. So I will get x equals to half, and then x equals to -4/3. Yes, that's the fastest way. Okay, so if I want to factorize it, I can refer to this answer and get 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 4 just by looking at this solution. Okay, so I get the answer. Factorize this one. 2x minus 1 equals to 0, 3x plus 4 equals to 0, x equals to half, x equals to -4/3. We are working backwards. Okay, how about completing square? So now look carefully this method. Let me zoom in. Six, I will factorize it out. Okay, factorize everything out. So left divided by 6, right divided by 6, you actually have x squared plus 5/6x minus 2/3 equals to 0. Okay, then after that you need to make sure that it must be 1 in front. So x, I put it here, and then this thing I will put 5/6 divided by 2, that means 5/12 bracket square minus the square of this one, 144, and then copy again, minus 2/3 equals to 0. X plus 5/12 square equals to, okay, bring over the other side, 2/3 plus 25/144. So you get 121 over 144. Square, you bring over, you get square root 121 over 144. Square root can be positive or negative, and then plus you bring over become minus 5/12. So you should have two answers. One answer is positive 11/12 minus 5/12. Then you get half. Okay, it can be negative 121 over 144 minus 5/12, and you get -4/3. You get two answers. Okay. Anybody want me to repeat the completing square? Yes, okay, T Guanjin. Yes, repeat completing square. Yep, I will repeat the completing square here. Okay, before that, let's do the last method, formula. Formula, you have to memorize this. Well, do you need to memorize? After some time, you don't. It's already built in. Root is negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. After you practice 5 times, 10 times, it will be automatically inside your head. Negative 5 plus minus 25 121 over 12. So let's try plus, that means 11. Okay, you get half. If it is negative 5 minus 11, you get -4/3 again. Okay, again you get the same answer. Confirm. Okay, now these are the 4 ways to find the roots. Okay, I go back to the previous one. Quadratic function, Okay, so this is quadratic function, and this is the root. And here, the second example, you have two roots, real one. Okay, here you have one root, real one. Okay, is it possible to have no real roots? Yes, when the equation is above, like here. So you will have no real roots, no real roots. Okay, so how to find the roots? Again, when y equals to 0, when y equals to 0. So we are looking for this point, the x value when y equals to 0. So how to find the roots? 4 methods: factorize, completing square, formula, and calculator. Okay, let's zoom into completing square. Completing square. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you are still a little bit confused with completing square. Huh? So let's look at this method. Completing square. X squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, so you have this equation. I want to do completing square to find the roots. How to do the completing square? X, write down, negative 4 divided by 2 become negative 2, bracket square. Remember this? Negative 2 square is positive 4. You always minus whatever square of this. You always minus. 2 times 2 is 4. And then here, copy it again. So x minus 2 square equals to 1. So x minus 2 is plus minus 1, square root. So x equals to plus minus 1 plus 2. So the root can be 3 or 1. 2 answer. First example. Try again to do it by yourself without looking at my answer. Try again. I give you 1 minute. Do the same question again. Yes, divide by 2 is the formula. It's my formula. Managed to get it? Yes, okay, good. Let's try one more. The second one. X squared minus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Of course, you can check the answer by using your calculator. Wait. How long do you take to finish this question? Okay, try and let me know the answer. Okay, let me show you. The x, bring it, negative 2 divided by 2 become negative 1, bracket square. You need to minus the square of this one, negative 24. So x minus 1 square equals to 25. X minus 1 equals to plus minus 5. X equals to plus minus 5 plus 1. So x can be 5 plus 1 is 6. Negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay. So I'm going to show you the third question. Now, third question is a bit difficult already lah, So it's 2x squared minus 3x minus 16. Okay, this kind of question. So as I said, here cannot have number, it should be 1, so you divide by 2. So everything divided by 2, so it will be x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Look carefully. So x, put it down, negative, then still negative. 3 over 2, you have to divide by 2, become 3 over 4, bracket square. You need to minus. Minus what? The square of this, 9 over 16. So minus 8 equals to 0. So x minus 3 over 4 square equals to, press calculator, 8 plus 9 over 16. Okay, that will be 137 over 16. So x minus 3 over 4 will be square root of this, plus or minus square root 137 over 4. Now square root 137 it's over positive 4. Then x equals to plus minus 137 over 4 plus 3 over 4. Then you should have two answers then. Okay, everybody, please try this question. Please try this question again. Okay, let's look at the next question. I give you this one. 3x x minus x minus 5 equals to 10. Okay, so look at this question. Find the solution. Find the roots. Okay. Let me show you, and you try to redo the questions. You try to redo. So it's 3x squared minus 15x minus 10 equals to 0. Then everything divided by 3, or you factorize the 3 out. Okay, left divided by 3, right divided by 3, you have x squared minus 5x minus 10 over 3 equals to 0. Okay, then we do the completing square again. X minus 5 over 2 bracket square. X over 2. Okay, and then you need to minus what? 25 over 4 minus 10 over 3. X minus 5 over 2 square equals to, bring over there, 10 over 3 plus 25 over 4, 115 over 12. So x equals to square root plus minus 115 over 12 plus 5 over 2. There you will get. You can write the answer in 4 significant figure. Let's try 4 significant figure. The answer is 5.596. Okay. Negative 0.596. 3 decimal places or 4 significant figure. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute. Try to do this question again. Okay, next question number 5. Please try this question. Okay, I'll show you, then you try to redo it by yourself. First, we need to expand 6x squared, 3x, 2x is 6x squared, and then small mountain is -2 and +9, so there will be +7x, and then -1 times 3 is -3, 6x squared plus 7x minus 8 equals to 0. Everything divided by 6. Then let's do the completing square. Minus what? 49 over 144. Copy down. Okay, do the same thing again. Bring over the opposite side. (241 over 144). So x plus 7 over 12 equals to plus minus square root 241 over 144. X equals to, okay, let's write the answer in 4 significant figure or 3 decimal places. If I put positive, then I will get. If I put negative, negative 1.877. Should have these 2 answers. Okay, second part we are doing sum of root, SOR, product of root, SOPOR. Sum of root, product of root. So root is what? Let's look at here. Y equals to x minus 5 x plus 2. Okay, this equation is y equals to, when you expand this one, is x squared minus 3x minus 10. So the equation, quadratic function, is here and -2 here, and then -10 is actually the y-intercept. Okay, this one you can check whether my graph is correct or wrong. Okay, you can check it later. You can check to know whether I'm right or wrong. Okay, then we have this root -2 and 5. We call this alpha and beta. That's a special terms for the roots, alpha and beta. So alpha -2, beta 5. Okay. Sum of root 3 lo. Product of root -10. Okay, so you will notice that when you have root plus root, we are actually getting the negative, the sum of root over here. Product of root negative 2 times 5, we are actually doing okay, this one, product of root. So if I want to form a new equation, double the root. Double means what? Double means from negative 2 double become negative 4. 5 double become 10. So what do you see? What we see here is the graph is fatter. The graph is fatter. Okay, fatter. So let's see, x squared formula is O equation y equals to x squared minus 3x minus 10, and then x squared minus 3 roots equals to 0. Sum of root is negative b over a. This is the formula. Product of root is c over a. Second formula. Okay, so negative b over a, that will give me 3. Product of root will give me negative 10 over 1, negative 10. Okay, O equation. And new equation over here, new equation. The root double 2 alpha and 2 beta. Okay, so the new formula is x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. So how many formula do you have? Only 1 and 2. O formula, new formula. So x squared minus sum of root. Sum of root here, my root is double the O1. 2 alpha plus 2 beta. Product of root is 2 alpha times 2 beta. Alpha plus beta. 2 times 2 is 4 alpha times beta. Alpha plus beta, sum of root. Okay, this is called sum of root. Alpha plus beta is 3. So alpha plus beta is 3. 2 times 3 is root. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, 4 alpha beta. Product of root negative 10. So over here is 4 times, so it's negative 40 equals to 0. So I have the new equation. From the old equation, I can make the new equation using what? Using the alpha and beta given. Okay, so what you need to know is the formula and how to apply it to the new equation. Okay, let's try a few questions, then you will see clearly. Let's form one equation. Okay, bentuk quadratic equation, not function. Alpha is 2, beta is negative 5. Quadratic equation is equals to 0. Quadratic function is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, we are doing quadratic equation here. That means we are only doing this point and this point only, not the full function. Okay, So form a quadratic equation. Do you know how to do? X squared minus sum of root hasil tambah times X hasil darab product of root. Sum of root -3, product of root -10. X squared plus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Everyone okay ma? Please try to do again. This is question number 1. If you are okay, ask me to continue. This is the second question. Form a quadratic equation. Okay, let me show you first. You look and then you try to do it by yourself. X squared minus sum of root, product of root. Sum of root, of course, I will press calculator. -3/4 plus half. So I'll get -1/4. Product of root, of course, again I'll press calculator. I'll notice that I have a fraction. So how to overcome this problem? Everything times 8. 8x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Please check. Okay, try question number 3. Form a quadratic equation. Alpha is 2/3, beta is -1/5. Okay, my answer, formula first. X squared minus sum of root, product of root. Okay, sum of root, product of root. Sum of root, of course, calculator. 2/3, 7/15, product of root. Okay, I have fraction here. So I will times 15, everything times 15 no? Okay, the second type of question that could ask you is, they give you O equation, one equation, given, and then find new equation. Like this. Okay, they say 2x squared minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. Find new equation where they give you the condition roots alpha over 3, beta over 3, like this. Okay, so this is where we use the formula sum of root -b/a and product of root, that means alpha times beta is c/a. This formula and this formula, sum of root, product of root, like this. Okay, let me show you how to do this question. Alpha plus beta is -b/a. That will be 3. Alpha times beta is c/a. Okay, new equation is x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. Okay, old equation, new equation. The root, sum of root, product of root alpha plus beta over 3 x alpha beta over 9. Okay, now notice that I have alpha plus beta over 3. I have alpha times beta, where I can borrow from here. Alpha times beta is 3 over 2. Press calculator. Everything times 6y, so that I can form the equation without fraction. Okay, next part is quadratic inequalities. Next part is quadratic inequalities. Okay, what is this? Now, if I tell you x minus 2, x plus 7 more than 0, okay, so in order to have this times this more than 0, you must have a condition where yellow color is positive and also green color also positive. When is it? When the x value is can it be 1? No, if it is 1, it will be negative, so it must be 3, or it can be 3. X must be 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 plus 7. So you must have both positive, then only you can get more than 0 positive. Or another possibility is x can be 3, x can be 4, x can be 5 and 6. Then you can have both also positive. Another situation is yellow color is negative, green color also is negative. So both also must be negative. So x must be negative 8. X must be negative 8. So that this is negative, this is also negative 1. Okay, you want to have both negative or both positive, so that this yellow times green, you get positive value. It can be negative 9 or negative 10, negative 11, both negative, both yellow and green are negative. Okay, so this concept, we use it, x minus 2 equals to 0, x equals to 2, x plus 7 equals to 0, x equals to negative 7, and then we draw a curve. So in order to get positive, we have above the horizontal line, both positive. Then after that, we write like this: x less than negative 7, x more than 2. Okay, so this is the working, this is the concept. You understand the concept, then you use the formula over here, then only you can fully understand why we have this formula. Okay, I repeat one more time. Okay, quadratic inequalities. If you want this quadratic equation to be positive, this is called quadratic equation to be positive. So we call this inequalities because it's more than 0. If you want it to be more than 0, to be positive, yellow is positive, green also positive. Both also must be positive. Positive times positive is a positive. Or you can have yellow negative, green also negative. Negative times negative is a positive. So if you want to get a positive value, you have two possible situations where the yellow positive, green also positive. X is 3, 3 minus 2 is positive, 3 plus 7 is positive. Positive is a positive. X must be 4, yeah, possible. 4 minus 2 is a positive. Of course, this one is a positive. Okay, X must be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that both yellow and green are positive. Situation number 2 is both also must be negative. Negative times negative will give me a positive. So how to have both negative? When X is negative 8, negative 8, then only you can have a negative 1. Or negative 9, so that you can have a negative 2. Negative 8 put in, you get a negative 10. Negative 9 you put in is a negative 11. You want it to have both yellow and green also negative. Okay, this one is how we apply the formula. Okay, how to apply the concept. So the method is yellow color, x minus 2 equals to 0, x equals to 2. This one is to plot this point. X plus 7 equals to 0, x equals to negative 7. I have this point. Then I draw a smiley face. I want it to be positive. The value x must be less than negative 7, or the x value must be more than 2. That is the solution. Let's try one question. Okay, I want 6x squared minus x minus 1 less than 0. Can you find the inequalities, the range of x, where both also more or equals to 0? Do the same thing. Okay, let me show you. So first thing, I need to factorize. Three x and 2x negative 1. No, I will put a positive 1 or negative 1 over here. Then 3x plus 1 equals to 0. 2x minus 1 equals to 0. This step is to find the point. And then I must plot the smiley face. Then I want it to be more than 0. More than 0, so it must be above the line, the green color one. Then after that, I will get the answer. X must be less than negative 1 over 3, and x must be more than 1 over 2. Now notice that this one is more or equals. Okay, more or equals, that means it can include and include this. Okay, so this is how we solve this question. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Do you want to try this? Or you want to see first? Okay, let me show you first. I will move everything over there. Okay, this one move over there positive, this one move over there negative. So write everything again. This thing more than 0. More than 0. 3x, x, 1, 1, positive, negative. So first step is to find the point. X equals to 1 over 3. X equals to negative 1. Plot the smiley face. And I want more than 0. That means above. X is less than negative 1, and then x is more than 1 over 3, like this. Another question, question number 3. 2x squared minus 3 less or equals to x more than x plus 1. No, like this better. Okay, let's look at this question. Okay, I'll show you one time, and then after that you can try again. 2x squared minus 6 less than x squared plus x. 2x squared minus x squared minus x minus 6 less than 0. X squared minus x minus 6 less than 0. Less than 0. X, 3, 2, negative, positive. So first step is to determine the point, that is 3 and negative 2. Smiley face always. And then here is less than 0, means below the line. Okay, now the x value is here and here. That means x is more or equals to negative 2 or here. Okay, please try again the question. The type of roots, I repeat what we have just started. The x and the y equals to x minus 2, x minus 6, okay, plus 6. So from here, you can have quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, you can find roots. Roots, quadratic equation. This is quadratic function, sorry. This is quadratic function. So for quadratic equation, x minus 2, x plus 6 equals to 0. So x equals to, so you have two answers here. Do you remember? Okay, these are roots. There are situations where you don't have roots. For example, y equals to x minus 2, x plus 6. Now, I raise it up by 10. That means the whole thing go up by 10. The line, the quadratic function move up by 10. Move up by 10. So let's see x squared plus 4x minus 12 plus 10 x squared plus 4x minus 2. Now, let's try to find the root. Are we able to find the roots? Roots is when y equals to 0, x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, easiest way, press calculator, get the roots. Are you able to do that? Let's try. Got roots or this one. This one you have roots, you have 2 roots. Okay, even if I raise up by 10 also, I have roots, 2 roots. Yeah, okay. So if I raise up a little bit more, you will have no roots already. You can't get roots. Okay, for this question, I still have roots. So there are situations where you have no roots. Now, here, this is quadratic function. Okay, quadratic function. So when we talk about equation, if I want to know whether you have roots or no roots, we are looking at what? Looking at the negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. We are looking at this. We are looking at this. If the b squared minus 4ac is a negative number, calculator cannot solve square root a negative number. Square root negative 9, what do you get? No, we are not able to do that. There's no real roots. If b squared minus 4ac less than 0, we have no real roots. Even calculator also cannot solve. We have complex roots, no real number. Okay, so now if we have this question, let's look at here. Y equals to x squared minus 6x plus 9. This is quadratic function. Okay, I want to know whether this quadratic function has 2 real roots. Okay, sorry, 2 real and different roots, or 2 real and equal roots, or you have no real roots. How do we know? Okay, so I will say when y equals to 0, okay, when y equals to 0, x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. I want to find the value of the x when y equals to 0. Sorry, y equals to 0. What is my x value? So to find this one, I need to factorize law, if I can factorize. If I cannot, I do completing square law. Cannot, I use formula law. The easiest way is to use calculator. Let's try the calculator. Can you find the roots? Calculator? Yes, you will have 3 law. Correct or not? X equals to 3 if you press calculator. X1 is 3 and another root also 3. So you have 2 equal roots, 2 real and equal roots. So, do you get that? Okay, I give you 1 minute, you try. Do you get that? Yes, So, to prove only, okay, I don't want to find the roots now. I just want to prove it is type 1 or type 2 or type 3. I just want to prove the type of solution, the type of roots. 2 real and different roots, 2 real and equal roots, or no real roots. I just want to know whether it is type 1, type 2, or type 3. Then I will find b squared minus 4ac. B squared, 36. I get 0. When I get 0, that means it is type 2. How I know? Because roots equals to negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the formula. if you have two real and different roots, here you must have plus or minus something, plus or minus another number. Okay, if the b square minus 4ac got nothing, so your roots, you have only one root, negative b over 2a. Are you okay with this? Try. Show me it's type 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4x x minus 1 equals to negative 2. Determine the type of roots for the quadratic equation. The type of roots for the quadratic equation. Let's try it. Let me show you. 4x squared minus 4x equals to negative 2. 4x squared minus 4x plus 2 equals to 0. Roots. So you need to determine by using b squared minus 4ac. This is not the roots. B squared minus 4ac is called determinant, to determine whether it is type 1, type 2, or type 3. So roots, the formula is negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the roots x. Okay, x value. So the b squared minus 4ac is called determinant, to determine whether it is type 1, type 2, or type 3. Type 1 is two real and distinct roots, two real and equal roots, no real roots, like that. Okay, b squared minus 4ac equals to 16 minus 4, 4, 2. So it is negative 16. So b squared minus 4ac less than 0, no real roots. This is how we write the answer lah. Okay, everybody, are you okay? Let's try this. I give you that the quadratic equation has two real and equal roots. That means type 2, two real and equal roots. So 4x squared plus kx plus k equals to 0. So my question is, find the value of k. Okay, let me show you this one. The quadratic equation has two real and equal roots. Find the value of k. That means two real and equal roots. I will say b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. K squared minus 4ac equals to 0. K squared minus 16k equals to 0. K, take it out. K minus 16 equals to 0. So I have k equals to 0 or k minus 16 equals to 0. K equals to 0 or k equals to 16. If k equals to 0, the equation is 4x squared equals to 0. If k equals to 16, that means it's 4x squared plus 16x plus 16 equals to 0. You could have two possible value of k. Okay, everybody, can or not? So come to the last part already, last part of this topic. Okay, maximum and minimum point. Okay, have we learned this before? Yes lah. Okay, y equals to negative x squared plus 4x plus 21. Yeah, we have learned this before. Can we find the maximum point or the minimum point? Is it maximum or minimum here? For this question is a maximum, because it is a negative. The a value is a negative, so it must be a maximum point. Okay, so how to find the maximum point? We find the Parksy symmetry, axis of symmetry. So first step is Parksy symmetry is negative b over 2a, just in case if you accidentally forget. That will give me 2. X equals to 2. That is the Parksy symmetry. So step number 2. When x equals to 2 at this point, my y equals to what? Press calculator. It will be negative 4 plus 8 plus 21. That will be 25. So this maximum point when x equals to 2, my y is 25. Is it okay, everybody? So I can find the maximum point 2 and 25. Let's try one more. Y equals to x squared plus 2x plus 5. Okay, can you give me the maximum point? Okay, let me show you. Everybody, please have a look. First step is it's a minimum point. Okay, it's a minimum point because this is a positive. We want to find the Parksy symmetry. Step number 1, x equals to negative b over 2a, negative b over 2, 1. So the answer is negative 1. So it should be like this, x, y, negative 1, like that. Okay, step number 2. When x equals to negative 1, y equals to, put it in, 1 minus 2 plus 5 is 4. It's 4. So minimum point is negative 1, negative 4. Okay, my everybody. Negative 1. It's a positive 4, not negative 4. It's a positive 4. Okay, everybody? Positive 4. Now, this is the method where we learn in our mathematics. And now, I am going to use a method that you know already. We call it completing square method. Okay, completing square method. So you have this point already. Now look at how I do completing square. This is quadratic function. Y equals to x squared plus 2x plus 5. Not quadratic equation. Equation y equals to 0 here. Okay, this is a function. Persamaan. Fungsi, sorry. This is a fungsi. So let's do the completing square. Remember, divided by 2, you become 1. So you have x plus 1 square plus 4. Okay, so now let me explain here. This is the completing square. Whatever inside here must be positive. Now, whatever inside here, it can be positive, negative, but whatever square will give you a positive. So the smallest possible value of this group, the smallest possible value is 0. 0 plus 4. The minimum value of y must be 4. This is the minimum value of y. I repeat one more time. Okay, I repeat one more time. This is the quadratic function. And then we do the completing square. X right here, 2 divided by 2, you get 1. And then minus the 1 square. Okay, so you have positive 4. This quadratic function, it has a completed square portion, and this value, smallest possible value is 0. X plus 1 square, the minimum value is 0. So y equals to this number plus 4. This number can be anything more than 0. So y equals to 0 plus 4. Y minimum will be 4. This is the smallest value of y. So at what condition? When x equals to negative 1. When x equals to negative 1, then the y value will be the smallest, which is 4. Okay, here one extra question, bonus questions. Finish already this topic. So one extra question. I have a curve y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 7. Okay, so I have another curve, another straight line. Y equals to 5x minus 2. Tell me, will they cross at 2 points, or will it touch at 1 point, or they won't touch at all? Okay, so now when you see this kind of question, one curve, one straight line, please draw this, and then you label this equation 1, equation 2, and follow this step. Step number 1, simultaneous equation, x squared minus 4x plus 7 equals to 5x minus 2, x squared minus 9x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, you form quadratic equation. Step number 2 is find the b squared minus 4ac. If you just want to know whether you touch at 2 point or 1 point or no point, find the determinant. Okay, b squared, this one, minus 4ac, it is more than 0. 45. 45 is more than 0. So you have 2 points, cross at 2 points. Okay. If you want to find the value, then you find the roots. You will find the x value, x and x, like that. So this is extra bonus for your exam question. Okay, so that's all for this topic, topic 2.